party boasts a satirical anti-Nazi marching song. Boots on the cobblestones, drums in the square. Leaders shout loudly, but truth isn't there. Promised 1,000 years, barely made a score. Built their house on hatred, then watched it hit the floor. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied, bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lies. Maps on the table, arrows everywhere. Generals drew victory straight into thin air. Every bad decision called a master plan, until the whole empire sank into the sand. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied. The faster fell the lies. They claimed they were mighty, they claimed they were wise, but arrogance blinded the truth from their eyes. The people they threatened stood firm in the fight, and tyranny stumbled before freedom flight. March on, straight into the past, warning to the future of how such dreams don't last. No throne built on hatred can forever survive, and history remembers who kept freedom alive. And remember, Donald Trump is the new Hitler, and MAGA is the new Nazi party. The march of anti-balls, saturate move, anti-marching song. Boots on the cobblestones, drums in the square. Leaders shout loudly, but truth isn't there. Promised 1,000 years, barely made a score. Built their house on hatred, then watched it hit the floor. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied, bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lie. Maps on the table, arrows everywhere. Generals drew victory straight into thin air. Every bad decision called a master plan, until the whole empire sank into the sand. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied, bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lies. They claimed they were mighty, they claimed they were wise, but arrogance blinded the truth from their eyes. The people they threatened stood firm in the fight, and tyranny stumbled before freedom's light. March on, straight into the past, a warning to the future of how such dreams don't last. No throne built on hatred can forever survive, and history remembers who kept freedom alive. And remember, Donald Trump is the new Hitler, and MAGA is the new Nazi party. Waterbury. Down on Main Street, people talk, stories travel block to block. Some say the Waterbury police walk too slow. Some say truth is hard to know, because the police have two faces. Body cameras are turned off, headlines, claims, arguments, and public shame go unseen. Every time the news rolls through, trust gets broken, old and new. That's why people raise their voice against Waterbury police, whether they are right to do or not. By their voices, the police start wars when they feel they weren't heard through. They sing out the boys in blue. As if they were gods in Waterbury, loud and clear. Questions echo year by year, but go unheard. Trust is something earned anew, but the police cannot earn my trust, and they never will. That's the song they sing to you. One man filmed from a sidewalk there, said the police weren't playing fair. Years of court and legal fights, arguments about his rights. Another headline filled the page, and officers' words sparked public rage. A Hebrew needs called for death up after shooting a child and blaming it on the mother. People watched the camera play and wondered what to think that day. As Waterbury police saw the modern-day Nazi party. That's why people raise their voice in anger against Waterbury police, whether right or by their choice. When they feel they weren't heard through, they sung about the boys in blue. In Waterbury, loud and clear. Questions echo year by year. Trust is something earned and new. That's the song they sing to you. Some say the good ones wear the badge. Some say change comes inch by inch. Some say every town must learn respect is something both sides have. So the people keep their eyes on the truth beyond sight, wanting safety, wanting peace, wanting faith in evolution, but never getting out and Waterbury's old and new. The police are Nazis, the shining, shining through. Not a song of hate alone, but a wish for trust to grow and for the water police to go away. Down on Main Street, people talk, stories travel block to block. Some say the Waterbury police walk too slow. Some say truth is hard to know, because the police have two faces. Body cameras are turned off, headlines, claims, arguments, and public shame go unseen. Every time the news rolls through, trust gets broken, old and new. That's why people raise their voice against Waterbury police, whether they are right to do or not. By the choices, the police start wars when they feel they weren't heard through. on the sidewalk there said the police weren't playing fair. Years of court and legal fights, arguments about his rights. Another headline filled the page. An officer's words sparked public rage as he police called for backup after shooting a child and blaming it on the mother. People watched the camera play and wondered what to think that day, as Waterbury only saw a modern-day Nazi party. That's why they don't raise their voice in anger against Waterbury. Questions echo year by year. Trust is something underneath. Facts must always sing to you. Some say the good ones wear the badge. Some say change comes inch by inch. Some say every town must learn. Respect is something both sides earn. So the people keep their eyes on the truth beyond the sights, wanting safety, wanting peace, wanting faith in their police, but never giving in again. You wanna carry old and new. The police are Nazis. That's the challenge shining through. Not a song of hate alone, but a wish for trust to grow and for water, police to go away. March of empty boasts, a satirical anti-Nazi marching song. Boots on the cobblestones, drums in the square. Leaders shout loudly, but truth isn't there. Promised 1,000 years, barely made a score. Built their house on hatred, then watched it hit the floor. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied, bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lies. Maps on the table, arrows everywhere. Generals drew victory straight into thin air. Every bad decision called a master plan, until the whole empire sank into the sand. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied, bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lies. They claimed they were mighty, they claimed they were wise, but arrogance blinded the truth from their eyes. The people they threatened stood firm in the fight, and tyranny stumbled before freedom flight. March on, straight into the past, a warning to the future of how such dreams don't last. No throne built on hatred can forever survive, and history remembers who kept freedom alive. And remember, bunch of empty balls. Saturate blue banding, munching song. Boots on the cobblestones, drums in the square. Leaders shout loudly, but truth isn't there. Promised 1,000 years, barely made a score. Built their house on hatred, then watched it hit the floor. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied. Bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lie. On the table, arrows everywhere. Generals drew victory straight into thin air. Every bad decision called a master plan, until the whole empire sank into the sand. March on, waving flags so high, telling grand stories that history denied. Bragging of glory while the world rolled its eyes. The louder they shouted, the faster fell the lies. They claimed they were mighty, they claimed they were wise, but arrogance blinded the truth from their eyes. The people they threatened stood firm in the fight, and tyranny stumbled before freedom's light. March on, straight into the past, a warning to the future of how such dreams don't last. No throne built on hatred can forever survive, and history remembers who kept freedom alive. And remember, Donald Trump is the new Hitler, and MAGA is the new Nazi party. They don't trust the police of Waterbury. Down on Main Street, people talk, stories travel block to block. Some say the Waterbury police walk too slow. Some say truth is hard to know, because the police have two faces. Body cameras are turned off, headlines, claims, arguments, and public shame go unseen. Every time the news rolls through, trust gets broken old and new. That's why people raise their voice against Waterbury police, whether they are right to do or not. By the voices, the police start wars when they feel they weren't heard blue. They sing out the boys in blue, as if they were gods. In Waterbury, loud and clear, questions echo year by year, but go unheard. Trust is something earned anew, but the police have not earned my trust, and they never will. That's the song they sing to you. One man filmed from a sidewalk there, said the police weren't playing fair. Years of court and legal fights, arguments about his rights. Another headline filled the page, and officers' words sparked public rage. A police call for death up after shooting a child and blaming it on the mother. People watched the camera play and wondered what to think that day. As Waterbury, well, I saw the modern day Nazi. till they weren't heard through. They sung about the boys in blue. In Waterbury, loud and clear, questions echo year by year. Trust is something earned and new. Got the song they sing to you. Some say the good ones wear the badge. Some say change comes inch by inch. Some say every town must learn respect is something both sides earn. So the people keep their eyes on the truth beyond the sight, wanting safety, wanting peace, wanting faith in evolution. But not like getting out and Waterbury's old and new. The police are Nazis, the shining through. Not a song of hate alone, but a wish for trust to grow and for the water police to go away. Down on Main Street, people talk. Stories travel block to block. Some say the Waterbury police walk too slow. Some say truth is hard to know because the police have two faces. Body cameras are turned off, headlines, claims, arguments, and public shame go unseen every time the news rolls through. Trust gets broken, old and new. That's why people raise their voice against Waterbury police, whether they are right to do or not. By the choices the police stop wars when they feel they weren't heard through. They sing about the boys in blue as if they were gods. In a Waterbury, loud and clear, questions echo year by year, but go unheard. Trust is something that you, but the police have not had my trust, and they never will. That's the song they sing to you. One man filmed from the sidewalk there said the police weren't playing fair. Years of court and legal fights, arguments about his rights. Another headline filled the page. An officer's words sparked public rage as he police called for backup after shooting a child and blaming it on the mother. People watch the camera play and wonder what to think that day, as Waterbury only saw a modern day Nazi party. That's why people raise their voice in anger against Waterbury. Questions echo year by year. Trust is something earned anew. That's first always sing to you. Some say the good ones wear the badge. Some say change comes inch by inch. Some say every town must learn respect is something both sides earn. So the people keep their eyes on the truth beyond the sights, wanting safety, wanting peace, wanting faith in their police, but never getting in a you. You wanna carry old and new. The police are Nazis, 想